let's move on to the format that he favours then. And he's confirmed that he's having knee surgery straight after the World Cup. Amusingly, he claims not to know exactly what it involves. He leaves that down to the medical team and the surgeon. He says he just turns up, they put him to sleep, and hopefully he wakes up and his knee's all better. Is he cutting it a bit fine? I mean, that's 5 test match tour in India starting at the end of January. It's pretty arduous, and especially for a man who doesn't really seem to know what the problem is with his knee.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to know. I don't think that the medics fully know exactly to the extent, because I don't think anybody really wanted to find out, because once you find out, then you have to act. And if you act, then you have to stop Ben from playing. If you stop Ben from playing, then, you know, from a test point of view, England's world would be ending, especially when the Ashes was concerned. So I think that was the conundrum during the Ashes. Did he go to the World Cup? A lot of people will look at hindsight and see, obviously it's a wonderful thing, and they'll criticise the decision to bring Ben out of retirement. I'm not one of them. I think it was the best thing for English cricket for Ben to come back and play. He now needs an operation. The one thing I will say is he should not be in India now. He should be out of India now. England can't qualify. England need Ben Stokes at home, going through his rehabilitation, because England might only have a week left in India. But that's a week earlier when it comes to the operation. That's a week earlier when it comes to rehabilitation. That's a week earlier he will be hopefully more physically in a position to bowl when we come to India, possibly after 2 or 3 test matches. And that makes a lot more sense. What doesn't make sense is leaving Ben Stokes in India till the end of the tournament, then sending him home, then having his operation a week after he gets home, with a view that he might be in a position to bowl. He might be in a position to play. God, but you know, the unthinkable is that he's not in a position to lead England into India, because we've left him over here in the World Cup for an extra 10 days. So I'm all for him coming back into playing one-day cricket. I think common sense has to prevail now. Yeah. You've got replacements. You've got people who you can send somebody over to cover. But Ben Stokes should be coming home to have that operation, to make sure that him and Brendan McCullum have confidence in his knee, even if he can't bowl. Right? What's the worst case scenario? Ben Stokes' knee doesn't recover in time enough to bowl, but he still plays. He's in the same position he would have been if he didn't have the operation. But what he needs to be in a position to get on the field. And that, for me, in a short period of time that's left, we can't waste 10 days. 10 days is a far too long to waste in a rehabilitation point of view, when you look at the knee that obviously is causing him so much discomfort. So for me, it'd be a massive mistake if you leave Ben Stokes here till the end of the World Cup.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.